Alrighty, well, welcome back, everyone. I'm gonna get everything sort of set up here. So today, what we're gonna be doing is building this watch right here, which is a little different. It's not a GMT. It's a little bit more, traditional, something a little bit lighter. I mean, not lighter, just simpler. This one, I don't think this crown moves. So, so yeah, this is what we're gonna be building. We're gonna be putting on a white dial on it, and then we're going to be using this movement right here. So with these little hands. All right, so I'm going to get everything set up. We got our typical tools, our face tool there, our pad, um, the this little guy to blow air, our vise, that's going to be the main one, our tweezers, our file there, these guys for the straps. I actually ended up breaking this one yesterday. Let me adjust this. All right. Ended up breaking one of these yesterday. Trying to play with the straps. Oh, by the way, the stream last time, it just kind of stopped. I don't know what happened on my phone because I'm streaming this on my phone right now, and my phone crashed or something and threw that whole thing off. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen today, but I hope that this one will go a little bit smoother now that we have a couple under my belt, and kind of go from there. So all right, so let's get, first things first, we are going to, I learned my lesson from last time. I'm only going to remove one end of the straps here instead of two, so there's no hole on this one. So we're just going to slide this over. I'm going to do this one too. Maybe it is a good thing this one broke. These are always so difficult. All right, so and then got to figure out this crown. It's a little, I haven't done a crown like this before, so we're gonna see what this looks like. It's just like the GMT crown. Okay, nothing too crazy. All right, so I'll put this off to the side. Let's start unboxing all the other stuff. So we got the face. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, check that out. It's like a silver, white. It says Grand Seiko. I really didn't mean to get that to say Grand Seiko, but I got it because it looked cool. So all right, so this is our face. Put that right there. And this is our movement. Let's get this guy prepped and ready. So like we've done on the other watches that I built, we are going to set this one up. We're gonna knock the pins down. I'm gonna set that guy in here in our little trusty holder. Now this has been great, man. I 3D printed this along with this stand. I think I could use a better tool than that, but this has worked great just for holding the movement. So again, like before, oh, I can't lose that. Like before, we are going to find, we have two holes here. We have one down here at the bottom, one here at the top. And what we have to do is line up these pins to the hole so that they line up like this. So this is kind of where we want it to go. So then we'll take a peek down here. So it looks like we got two pins. This one lines up, not the second one. So we'll knock that one out first. Well, let me double check. this one right here. I'm gonna pull this guy off. They come off pretty easy. And then this guy over here. Man, I got jitters again today. So we are going to knock out that one. Okay. All right, that was easy enough. Now we're gonna snap this guy in place. Just like that. All right, so we got the movement. Now we are going to, let's get these guys out. Let's see what these look like. So here's our hour hand. Ooh, that's not cool. You see that? I don't know if you could see, but it's got a blemish on there. I'm gonna see if I can clean that up. That's not good. Of course, something's got to pop up. Ooh, wow, here's our second hand. This guy's got to be super tiny. I got a blue one. I don't know if you could see that. It's super small. We'll set that guy off to the side over here. Actually, I'm gonna put it right there. And then we have our minute hand. Let's see what this guy looks like. This one looks pretty good. All right, so we'll leave that one. But this guy, there's no way I can put that on there right now. I gotta clean that up. Let me see if I can just use a microfiber and polish it up here. I'm doing it off camera, off to the side. Oh, great. All right, I'm gonna get a Q-tip and some alcohol. Hang tight. All right, I got a Q-tip and some alcohol, and we're gonna try to see if we can sort of clean this up. I also realize I don't have my streaming music on. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that took care of that little blemish. Just drying it over here on the microfiber cloth. Oh, it's still kind of there. It's almost like a scratch in the paint. Let me see if I can polish that out or buff it out. Put a little more alcohol in there and just really give this a scrub. I think that'll do for now. I don't know. What do you guys think? No, it's hard to tell. But drop a comment in the chat if you think I should just scrap it and wait. Actually, and I should get some music going. Let me see what we got here for the... So with music on here for background music, I have to use royalty-free stuff. Otherwise, they will hit this live for copyright infringement. So I got to find royalty-free stream music. Let me see. What do they got for... what is that? Synthwave? Kind of feels like a Stranger Things vibe, right? I don't know. I've always liked a little bit of synthwave just because it's like, it reminds me of 80s like nostalgia, you know? It's like reminds me of my childhood. 80s, 90s, kind of like the future. What kind of music do you guys like? Or do you guys like this, or should I try something else? Oh shoot, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is we gotta line up these arms like before. So we're gonna pull this out and we're gonna turn this until we get 27 over here. The second it turns to 27, then we know these are all pointing straight up to 12, so they'll line up. So the second it clicks, there we go. And that's where we start. I'm gonna use this punch right here. Okay, that's kind of centered, so now we're just gonna use this. There we go. Okay, it's a little too far down. We're gonna use these tools, although this one's broken, so hopefully. Okay, just start over with that one. That's okay. This is the hardest part, and it's not even the hour hand that's hard, it's the second hand and minute hand that take the longest. But we want to make sure that everything is lined up perfectly before we stop. Okay, that looks good. And we'll do the minute hand. Whew, man. Not only am I a little jittery today, but I can't see. Oh, yeah, I need to get my glasses on. See, look at that. I am jittering like crazy. All right, so what we're gonna do is clean this guy up. All right, so now that we got that all cleaned up, I like this little gummy because it also, I'm gonna use this for the second hand, but it also picks up all these little like imperfections everywhere, any little dust particles, this thing picks them up. All right, so now what we got to do is this guy. Now this is going to be a little, this is the smallest second hand I've had to do up until now. So this is going to be extremely challenging, but we will make it work. And of course, I don't know who did the design for this, but this fits perfectly in there. This red tool fits perfectly too, but then this one doesn't. Like the knurling on it is too big. So, and this is the little tip that works best for the second hand. So, and it's hard because I have to line it up. Actually, let me get my glasses on. So, if you guys have been watching my streams before, let me know. I'm kind of curious. Do you guys like this content? I'm enjoying building these watches, and so I wouldn't mind putting, even though these are Christmas gifts, I wouldn't mind building these on the regular if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am shaking bad. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I can tell you, I don't know if you guys can see how bad I'm shaking here, but it's not cool. It's not fun. Oh, man. And it's slippery too. This thing is so shiny that it's slippery. I just need to line it up and then it's good enough. So we'll see here. All right. This always is the most time consuming part. This and adjusting the crown, or like sanding the filing the crown down. That was close. I'm sure this is just as frustrating for you guys to watch as it is for me to try. The hard part is A, I can't see, and B, I'm shaking like crazy. I think I got it. Okay, it's like it's in there. So now I just have to press it down. I have to be firm and gentle at the same time. So let's grab this brass one and press it down. All right, cool. I think I got it. Woo, man. Part is always nerve-wracking. So now let's test fit this to make sure that it doesn't bind on anything. Okay, voids the second hand there. Everything kind of works. So we'll check it to make sure. So as soon as this gets to midnight, it should go to 28, and then we can move on. Boom. All right, right there. So now let's wind this guy. Let's get started. All right, there we go. So now we're gonna let this run for like a minute just to kind of see, make sure it clears, make sure that there's no binding with the hour hand. Let's do it like that. And then we'll go on to putting this into the case. So actually, I'll start prepping the case. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, got that. Actually, I'll wait to show it on camera so you guys can see it. So yeah, there it goes. All right, so far so good. And I like the kind of like the white, that brushed face with these chrome dials and arms, and then the blue second hand. It's just slight. It's just very elegant. I just think it's like so subtle in the way it's there and everything, and so yeah, I really like that. And then I gotta make sure it all clears there. Yeah, it looks good. All right, what do you guys think so far? That's gonna look sharp. Make sure there's no dust on there. So now let's get this pad. This pad's also been a lifesaver. I'm really glad I bought this because this is squishy. It's like rubbery. So not only like when you put a watch face on it, like this one, it protects it, right? Like when I press down, it keeps the glass from rubbing on things, but also it's grippy. So like it keeps it tight. So we're gonna unscrew this and we're gonna get the gasket out because we gotta lube it later. So we're gonna remove that. Now we gotta put the movement in and adjust for the crown. So that's coming up next. So let's pop this guy out very gently. And like my other you know, my other attempts at building, my first attempt, the other times has gotten better. So now that I kind of have the slight hang of things, figured out how gentle and delicate we have to be with all of this stuff. All right, so now we have to line this up, this hole with the opening here. So this is where we just have to be a little careful. I can even use this holder to kind of as a guide. So we want to make sure that we're applying even pressure all the way around it. Oops. Okay, that's not, it don't fall in straight, so let's pick it out. Oops. Double check, make sure everything's still good. All right, everything's still good. This one fits pretty snug, so I'm just gonna make sure everything lines up perfectly like that. I'm gonna slowly press it in all the way around. So we press on one side, and we press on the other side and make sure it's all even. I think that's in all the way. Oops, it's going like it's teetering back and forth. Make sure this guy gets pressed in good. Let's take a look at it. Looks pretty well centered. The dial looks off just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. How this is like, if we're looking at this flat like this dial looks like it's off just a tiny bit to the right. So we gotta rotate this. Even though this looks centered right here. Maybe just a tiny bit. Let me see if I can just scoot this over. Oops, too much, too far. Okay, let's see if that looks good. Yep, that looks spot on. Okay, great. Okay, now we'll make sure it's centered. Yeah, that looks about centered. Okay, so now we're gonna get our uncut stem. We're going to put this on here. Nice and snug, we got that in, and let's pop that in there. Gotta be super gentle about it. And I'm really hoping my phone doesn't bug out and end the stream prematurely. Okay, there we go. So now, all right, we got that. So now we got to get the micrometer out. I got to zero it. Okay, that's at 0. Now we're going to measure. Gotta turn around. I dropped this micrometer. You could tell it's like missing like a little tooth right there. Not a tooth, it's the edge to make it sharp. Make sure that's pressed in, okay. So that's how much we're gonna cut off. 6.68. See if we can get it to stop right there. Oh, 6.9, nice. All right, I'm gonna lock that in. And now we're gonna pop this guy back out. And we're gonna cut it. So we're gonna hold it in place with this. And then the way we're gonna cut it, so I have my handy pliers here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to butt this up against there, and then we're going to cut right. I don't know where that ended up. So we'll get this out of the way. And we'll use our vise. This is where it takes maybe a couple tries to get it right. Now this thing, this pin vise has been like a lifesaver. So the first time I tried to file this crown, I was holding that little thing by hand trying to get it. And this thing makes a huge difference. So now this part's pretty easy. We're just gonna grind it flat, and then we're gonna put a little bevel on it or on the sides. Hopefully I don't do that again. And then I'm just gonna put a small bevel there. Somebody drop anything on the chat. What are you guys thinking? What do you think of this project, or just what's on your mind? This part's a little tedious, so having some conversation helps. And I'm sorry for the horizontal streaming. I was hoping, well, for the vertical streaming, I was hoping it would be horizontal. It's kind of nice to have that wide angle. No, not there yet. These threads are so fine. It just takes a little bit of time to grind these all down. All right, let's see here. So right now the bevel is just to be able to thread this on here. So far, needs a little more bevel. Well, and so this is the sort of tedious part about all this, is because I have to bevel it, put that on, double check it, and if it's not right, I got to take it off, grind it down, or cut it down a little more, and then bevel it again, and then try it again. So it takes a handful of tries, but it's not, shouldn't take too long. There we go. Okay, so we got a ways to go. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's this little gap right here. So this crown should be right at the, the flush end of the threads. So we got another, I don't know, like a couple of millimeters to go. So it shouldn't be too hard to get that dialed in. So just one sec. We'll get that done and get this wrapped up here pretty quickly. All right. So yeah, like I said, it's just a little tedious. Since I'm on a roll making it flat, we're just going to keep going like this until we get to the desired point. My wife has been baking. She loves to bake. And she made some cookies last night, some chocolate chip cookies. And man, they turned out really good. She called them a reject batch because they were a little too flat. So in her mind, the aesthetics on them weren't very appealing, but I thought they were super good. I'm having a hard time not eating all of them. Let's try this again. And we always have to press on this little lever. So there's a little lever that locks it in, and it's not, I don't have to press too hard. Oops. There we go. So we're about halfway there. I think I'm going to employ our cutters to save us a little bit of time, and we'll just grind it down again. So we just need about oops. All right, so what we're going to do, rather than waiting, we're just going to use this to cut a little bit off right there. Saves us a little bit of time. Now we're just going to flatten it. See, there we go. Now we're just going to put a bevel on this guy and just try it again. That wanted to cross thread. Okay. Not there yet. Almost. What do you guys think of this watch compared to the other one, the GMTs that I have made? It's a little more of a dressy, sort of classy design on it. I kind of like it. This one is for my dad. So if you guys are just watching this for the first time, the reason I'm even making these watches is because they are going to be Christmas presents to all the guys in my family. So my two brother-in-laws and my dad and my father-in-law, they're all getting watches. So the only one I haven't built on a stream is my father-in-law's. the rest of them I have. And I was supposed to make myself one, and that was my first stream. That ended up being a complete disaster, but not, I thought it was because I didn't know what I was doing, but it ended up being because the case was out of spec. Hey, Merry Christmas, Jake. Thanks for joining us, dude. Or joining me. I guess there is no us. It's just me, myself, and I. I think this is good. Maybe, do we have a little more? Let's close this down and see if that'll fit flat. How'd you come across this stream, Jake? Did it just pop up in your feed? Oh, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, sweet. Thanks. All right, everything feels like it checks out. All right, so let's put the back of the case back on. Time to lube the gasket. So this is pretty easy. We're just gonna drop it in there. This is full of you know, the stuff. Just turn it around a little bit, and it coats this with the gasket grease. Put this away before it gets dust on it. I'm gonna carefully set this in. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is pretty fun. I've been having a great time. I thought it was like kind of a cool little hobby to get into. I've always liked watches. I've never had the interest of spending a lot of money on them, but I like this because it gives me the ability to make something unique. And even though it's not a super expensive watch, it like it's something you can't really, you know, buy off the shelf, you know. So it gives you, like, you still have something unique. And it's a story, you know, to say that that you put it together. But I thought it'd be a nice gift for all the guys in my family. So everyone's getting their own little watch. So let me see if I can get this started with my magic ball. There we go. I'm just gonna, this thing's pretty cool because it helps tighten it down. Oh yeah, I hope they like it, man. All right, let's see here. Let's get this guy down. All right, oh, it always falls off. Let's put that off to the side for now. Yeah, I hope they like it. Well, then later I hope they wear it. So here we go. So let's I don't know if you can hear that. So the winding works, and we pull this crown out just a little more, and then we'll function check everything. Looks good. Now there's a little dust on there. I hope that's, yep, that's from this guy. Great. I did forget to blow the inside of the case. That's a rookie mistake before I put the movement in, but let's take a look for now. I think I'm okay. I won't have to take it out. That would be a pain. Oh shoot. You see that little speck in there? Right in there? I can't let that slide, man. So we're gonna pull it out and then fix it. everything's already fitted, so now we just got to get this guy loose. Yeah, that wouldn't be right, man. I don't think I'd be proud of that work. Okay, let's get this guy out. This should be straightforward though. And like I said, I forgot to blow the case out, so we'll all right. Man, I got like jitters today too. So that hasn't been fun. All right, let's make sure we can get this guy out safely without messing anything up. Ooh. Okay, we'll leave that guy there. And I think there's a little speck right there. Yep. I don't know if you saw that. There's a couple little specks in here. This is actually pretty dirty on the inside of the case. Just gonna hit everything around here on the edges. Make sure we got everything. Not cool when the case is that messy. Do another little tappity tap here. Yeah, I can't wait till Christmas either, man. What do you got going on for Christmas? A lot. Are you going anywhere? Visiting family? Oh, sweet. Key West is nice, man. I've never been, but I've always heard good things. What's out in Key West for you, if you don't mind me asking? I see that guy's nice and lined up. Going south for the winter? Usually it's the opposite, right? Just, that's a bad joke. Like the birds. I'm gonna make sure that guy's lined up. Let's move this a little to the left, so a hair down. That should get us lined up. Oop. All right, let's try that. How's that look? Yeah, that's perfect. Is that why you're going to see the Key West for the seafood? Is that what they're known for out there? I'm not really familiar with what goes on in the south over there. What kind of seafood? Any kind of seafood, or is it like Maine, where they're known for for lobsters, for their lobster, or is that something else? Oh, shrimp. Man, I love shrimp. Shrimp is good. People make fun of me for eating shrimp though, but I'll eat all kinds of shrimp. It's like cheap lobster. Yeah, yeah, sometimes because they call them the cockroaches of the sea, I guess, because they're all bottom feeders, but I don't mind. I like them. Easy protein too. I feel like that scene from like Forrest Gump. You know, shrimp gumbo, shrimp cocktail, fried shrimp, all the kinds of shrimp. All right, I think that's solid right there. Let's take a look at this guy. All right, so no more dust in there. Wind up is good. All right, so this checks out. Bubba likes. Yeah. All right, this is all good. Let's double check the date. So this should change to 30 right around midnight. You have about a 10-minute right there. So it's off by 2 minutes, but a 5-minute margin, 5-10 minute margin is good. So we wind it up. All right, sweet. Get that buttoned up, and yeah, that's looking great. I'm excited. All right, so now let's put this plastic back on. Now what I'm gonna do is just sort of polish some of this off. The last case from ooh, that's not cool. Or is that plastic? Oh, okay, cool. I was like, man, this is all scratched up. I don't know if you could see that, but there's a little layer of plastic on the side. So that's what I'm looking at right there. That's cool. So let's get this on, and then we'll take off all this extra plastic and do a little photo shoot, and this guy's a wrap. Thanks, man. I'm really excited. This is my third watch I've put together ever. So it's been a really cool process. It would have been 4 if my first attempt wasn't on a case that was out of spec. So that was the only bummer, was that I couldn't really build my watch. But the rest of the guys are getting one, so I'm happy about that. It's really more for them. I can build one whenever. Oops. Let me put this back in here. Now these are, for some reason, these are hard for me. I have a hard time getting these straps in. I literally wrestled with the other one for like 30 minutes. Oh, see, this guy's out too. All right, this is kind of binding. I gotta figure out how this guy opens up. Okay, cool. It's gonna give me a little more wiggle room here. Ooh. Oh, sweet. That was quick. Yes. Let's take off all this plastic and do a full little reveal here, and then we're done. So far, this has been my record time on building one of these. And this one I had to take it apart again to clean it. So I would say that's a win. All right. Yeah, here I'll get this one cleared up, and then I'll show you. Did you see the other ones that I built on stream? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the last one for now. Okay. That stuff is sticky. All right, cool. I'll take it off the sides too, just so it looks better in the video. Stuff is like super sticky. Oh man, come on. Let me clean these tools out of here. And I've had jitters today like crazy. Caffeine definitely isn't helping. Let's get these out of there. Oh, come on. Stuff keeps clinging onto me. Let's wipe it all down with the microfiber. Oh, dude, I drink so much coffee, energy drinks. Ghosts have been like my go-to right now. Ghost coffee and green tea are my staples. Well, there it is. Check it out. That turned out pretty cool. Oh, and Monster. Yeah, so the automatic movement. I like this buckle. It's really kind of like subdued. You don't see much except for that little clip, and then it pops open like that. That's a pretty cool clasp. I'm pretty happy with this one. It's nice and thin. It's not too, it's not too big. I might actually try to build one of these for me. I might try to see if I can find a gold one, a nice gold. Or, obviously not real gold, but something that doesn't look too fake. That might be nice. I'll put this down here. So yeah, so this is the one from the last build. That one's going to my brother-in-law. Oh yeah, this one's the one that's going to my father-in-law. Just a standard little GMT. This is the only one I didn't build. And then of course my other brother-in-law with the space theme, and this one's been blowing up on Reddit. So I joined a oh man, this thing's seized up. I joined a group on Reddit for watches, and I don't know why this guy's not opening up. I gotta wind it. And I put a picture of this one, and this one's been getting the most attention, so that's kind of crazy. Okay, hopefully I don't scratch it. Oh, that's not good. that was kind of a... There we go. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, man, I hope you enjoy it. I kind of spent a little extra on this Christmas, but what's great about these is they're not, they're not super, super expensive. They look way nicer, but I think this kind of shows like how much companies like mark up their, their watches, because a watch like this probably costs, I don't know, maybe $300 or $400, and I'm like 80-ish in parts, so it's not too bad. Obviously it adds up for four of them, but I think it's, I think they're cool. Plus I'm having so much fun building these. So yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited with this one. I like the subtle little blue second hand on it too. Cool. Well, this one was a record, so I'm happy about that. But hey, Jake and everybody else, thanks for joining me on this one. I am super happy, and if you guys really want me to build another one of these, I'm going to be building one more for sure, which is mine, in an sort of offset crown case. But definitely let me know if you guys want to see more of these, not just the next one, but like after that, because I might actually put these together, and I don't know, either give them away or sell them or something. Giveaways might be fun, actually. But either way, it's been fun. And Jake, hey, I appreciate the chat, man, and the conversation. It makes this a whole lot fun, a lot more fun when I'm engaging with somebody. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys all have a great holiday and a Happy New Year. Cheers.